Hey, what's going on, Libras? Butch here. I'm going to do your November monthly read. It is a general read, so it will not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Join our little tarot community. Everyone's welcome. For all you that have, I appreciate all the love that you guys give me. Without your support, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So I have nothing but appreciation for every one of you. Good to see you again. Always feel free to comment down below, and let's get it. Where's what we have for Libra? What's going on for Libras? Right, Libra. So the first thing I see is I feel like someone that I feel like there was a tower moment with this person. I'm feeling that you had a tower moment with this person. And I feel like the reason why it ended is because this person wasn't giving you what you expected. They weren't giving to the situation. They felt like they were holding back, or they felt like they were hiding something. They felt like they had a hidden agenda. You felt like they may not be, weren't being honest with you. Now I feel like even though this tower moment happened, and I feel like it was, this is something that happened a little while ago. I feel like this person, I see them wanting to come back. We have that Six of Cups, which is a past person, and we have that, that Ace of Wands. I feel like they want to reconcile. I feel like emotionally, they never walked away from this. I don't feel like either one of you has. I feel like the reason why it ended is because you got sick of waiting. You got sick of not getting what you want from this person. You felt like they were holding back. You felt like they had some secrets. And I feel like they did have secrets. I feel like the secrets they had, though, I feel like the secrets that they were hiding from you was that they had a lot of love for you. I just feel like they didn't know how to, at the time, I feel like they didn't see what they had when they had it. And it took losing you to make them realize it. They were looking at the negatives instead of the positives. They felt like you wanted more from them than they could offer. They felt like you expected more from them than they had to give. I feel like they had their walls up and they were very defensive. I feel like this person was already thinking about the future, and they were worried that they couldn't give you what you wanted. Instead of worrying about the present, they didn't see what they didn't see what was right in front of them. They didn't see what was going on. They just kept looking to the future. and expect, seeing what you expected without even asking you what you expected. They had in their mind that you wanted more from them than they could possibly give. I feel like they wanted to make a commitment. They just, like I said, they had their walls up. A lot of defensive energy. They didn't see what they had in front of them. I feel like there was a lot of, like I said, I feel like they felt inadequate. Like they felt like they couldn't give you what someday you'd want. So they figured they'd end it. Or they'd walk away before it got too real. But once this ended, I feel like that's when they realized that, sometimes we overthink. When we're with somebody, we think ahead of time. We think about down the road. And we imagine what they want from us without even asking. We imagine that someday they're going to want this, this, and this. And I feel like they never asked you what you truly wanted out of it. They just assumed. When they walked away, or when when this came to an end, I feel like that isn't what they wanted. They just didn't know if they could give you what you wanted moving forward. But I feel like being without you has caused a lot of big changes in this person. They started to realize that they had something great and they messed it up. And I feel like not only did you suffer from this, but they were suffering as well. But like I said, I do see them opening that communication with you. And I do feel like they want a second chance to make things right. And I feel like they're worthy of it. I feel like they've really made a lot of big changes. And they started to realize that they can't predict the future. But all they know is they can't see themselves with anybody else. They don't want a future with anybody else. And I do see opening up that communication is going to bring a lot of balance. They're finally going to open up to you and start asking questions instead of just assuming. And I do see a lot of forward movement. I do see them actually wanting to build a foundation with you. And I do see them offering you that commitment that I feel like you always wanted from them, but never got. I just get the strong sense that they didn't feel like they were enough for you, or they didn't have enough to offer you. But I do see once they start listening to their intuition, and once they start actually asking you what it is that you want, they're going to start seeing that they can give that to you. They can be your person. They can make you happy. I know it sounds ridiculous, but sometimes we're with people and we feel like someday they're going to realize we're not good enough for them and they're going to leave us. And that's what we have with this person. They felt like they weren't good enough. They felt like eventually you would see that. Now, I feel like they had some real issue with confidence in the past. But I feel like they made a lot of big changes. I feel like they're finally letting them walls down. I do see you getting what you want from this person. And I feel like it's about damn time. Like I said, I feel like this tower moment happened a while ago, but I feel like they have and never got over you. And I feel like they will be making their move back towards you. And I feel like, honestly, from what I see from their energy, I feel like it's worth listening to them. Because I feel like you're finally going to get what you wanted from this person all along. I feel like it took them it took them their sweet ass time to get it together. But now that they got it together, I feel like This is something that can really build you can really build something great into this. You will get what you want from this. I do see a lot of happiness. I do see a lot of forward movement. I do see a foundation being built here. There was some confidence issues in the past, and I feel like that's some of the baggage they were holding on to from past relationships, maybe, just feeling inadequate. And once they were around you, they didn't see the connection that you guys actually had. They just seen how they felt about you. And they were afraid that someday you would realize that they weren't good enough for you. But like I said, they were looking at the negatives instead of the positives, but they never walked away from this. Even though they had their walls up, I feel like the secrets they were hiding from you was the fact that they thought you were better than you. And they're not going to tell you that. I'm just going to be straight up with you right now. When you're with someone and you think they're better than you don't tell them. Because then that's going to put the thought in their head. It's almost like telling them, hey, why are you with me? You're too good for me. Some people can't handle that. And in the past, they couldn't handle that. But moving forward, now they can. Now they realize that they have more to offer you than they thought they did. Now they realize that without you, not having you in their life is just not, it's not what they thought it would be. And they'd rather give you everything they have and find out, they'd rather give you everything they have and let the cards fall where they may. So like I said, I feel a lot of good energy from this person. I feel like they're going to give you everything they have to give. They're not going to hold back anymore. And I feel like you're not going to feel you're not going to feel like they're hiding anything from you anymore because they're truly giving themselves to you. And you will get what you want from this person. Part of this is also, as well, as it just feels like sometimes when you're with people, they don't give you everything they have because they're afraid that if they give you everything and you reject them, we have to look at it in that perspective. And moving forward with this, we have to look at that perspective as the fact that sometimes people don't give you all of them because they're afraid that if they give you all of them, that at the end of the day, you don't accept that, then that's going to hurt them so much more. And I know it's a very immature attitude to have, especially if you're looking for you're looking to be with your person and you want to make the best future you can possibly make. You want to give them everything all the time. And if it doesn't work out, you can say, I gave it everything, it didn't work out. But if you half-ass it and it doesn't work out, then someday you're going to have that regret of, what if I actually just gave it everything I had? Me half-assing it, maybe that's what caused it not to work. And I feel like that's what caused it not to work in the past. Now with this person, we have a lot of water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We have air as well, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So my piece of advice for anybody out there that this resonates with, or anybody in general, if you want something, go get it. Don't half-ass it, because someday you'll regret it. If you want something bad enough, there shouldn't be anything to stop you from getting it. Put 100% into everything you do. That way, one day you can say, if it didn't work, I gave it 100%. That's one thing I've changed in my life. I used to be one of those people that if I didn't feel like it was working, or if I didn't feel right, it was right, I would slack off. like in school and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I felt like I couldn't get it, or I felt like I would never get it, then I just half-assed it, and I didn't end up getting it. But then one day I realized, if I give it everything I have nothing to regret at the end of the day. I gave it everything I have. If I give it everything I have and I fail, then I'm reassured of the fact that I wasn't supposed to do that. But I know. So when it comes to anything in life, not just love, anything, give it 100% all the time. Because at the end of the day, you'll have no regrets. And a life with no regrets is very free. I hope this helps. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.